Coming up on today's episode of Airborne-Unlimited, House bill to cap non-essential helicopter ops near New York City. 3,000 Pratt Whitney machinists come off 3-week strike. Arizona sees 104th flight for all-electric Bristell B23 Energic. Welcome to Airborne Unlimited. I'm your host, Talon. Let's get into today's stories. House bill to cap non-essential helicopter ops near New York City. After 6 were killed in a helicopter crash over the Hudson River, several U.S. representatives presented bizarre legislation that would ban pretty much all non-essential helicopter operations across New York City. The bill addresses a general heightened concern for growing air traffic rates in high-density areas and new irrational anti-aviation sentiment. At around 3 p.m. on April 10th, a 2004 Bell 206L4 Long Ranger 4 operated by New York Helicopter Charter departed from the downtown Manhattan heliport. After turning back towards JRB, the helicopter made it within just a few miles of the heliport until it reportedly slowed and began to lose control. Footage of the event shows the entire tail section and main rotor breaking off and the fuselage descending rapidly toward the water below. It impacted the Hudson River inverted at approximately 3:20 p.m. 6 were killed in the crash, including Siemens executive Agustin Escobar, his wife Mercy Camp-Rupi-Montal, their 3 children aged 4, 5, and 11, and the pilot. The tragedy led aero-ignorant U.S. Representatives Jerry Nadler, Rob Menendez, and Nicole Maliotakis to introduce legislation that would essentially ban helicopter tours around New York City. The bill, dubbed the Improving Helicopter Safety Act, targets recreational, tourism, and luxury commuting operations within a 20-mile radius of the Statue of Liberty. After the break, Secretary Duffy says House allocation not enough for FAA.
I'm currently using the Hartzel Talon, by far the best aerobatic propeller ever come out.
I use the Trailblazer. It adds performance to the Super Decathlon and dependability, and it's rugged.
Hartzel's been an excellent partner for Whip Air, just in terms of your product support as well as keeping an eye on the market and developing new products that meet demand.
It's helping us all have better performing airplanes.
It's such a proud honor to fly behind that propeller.
Meet the first of a new generation of the M-Class family. The M700 Fury. An aircraft worthy of the name and indomitable force. The M700 Fury transcends traditional limits with more power, blistering performance, a finely appointed interior, and the luxury of what matters most. Time. Experience the Fury. Join the legacy.
Welcome back. Now let's take a trip around the patch for some shorter stories. Secretary Duffy says House allocation not enough for FAA. U.S. Department of Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy said that the FAA's allocation in the House-approved spending bill will not be enough to support all the upgrades necessary to rebuild the agency's ATC system. As most are aware, a spate of recent aircraft accidents, controller equipment outages, and communication lapses, as well as a shortage of controllers, have caused chaos, delays, and cancellations, most notably at Newark Liberty International. They also have spurred a series of investigations by the agency and the NTSB. Kansas drops $14 million on 47 airport projects. The final list of approved projects under the Kansas Airport Improvement Program was recently released, showcasing 47 aviation initiatives receiving a total of $14.5 million in state funding. Including local matching, this year's KAIP value is nearly $23 million. The KAIP gets $15 million a year through the Eisenhower Legacy Transportation Program, a 10-year, $10 billion investment that aims to improve the state's transportation infrastructure. The funding can be applied to a wide variety of projects at public-use GA airports, including planning, construction, and rehabilitation. Morningside University's aviation school gains FAA Part 141 cert. Morningside University in Sioux City, Iowa announced its aviation department officially received full certification as an FAA Part 141 pilot school, concluding a 2-year process to transition from provisional to full Part 141 status. FAA Part 141 training is conducted through a rigorous and structured framework that enables students to qualify for various pilot ratings with fewer required flight hours than other pilot training options. This leads to lower expenses and faster progress towards a flying career. New airstrip in Idaho at remote Star Valley Ranch. The Jim Richmond Backcountry Aviation Foundation announced the opening of its second public-use airstrip at its Star Valley Ranch property in southwest Idaho, representing an important step in fulfilling its mission to expand backcountry access to the flying public now and into the future. Volunteers organized by the Idaho Aviation Association completed a 1,250-foot-long airstrip over a period of 3 days. The strip is at an elevation of 4,750 feet and has both a windsock and dedicated airplane camping facilities. That's it for today's trip around the patch. Let's get back to the rest of the news. 3,000 Pratt Whitney machinists come off 3-week strike. Around 3,000 machinists from 2 Pratt Whitney plants in Connecticut officially inked an end to a 3-week strike over wages, job security, and retirement benefits by approving a 4-year contract. The strike, which began on May 5th, marked the company's first labor stoppage since 2001. 3,000 members of the International Association of Machinists and Aerospace Workers, Local 700 and 1746, began their strike on May 5th at Pratt Whitney's East Hartford and Middletown manufacturing plants. The previous proposal from Pratt Whitney negotiators was apparently a little underwhelming, offering an immediate 4% increase in pay, followed by an additional 3.5% in 2026 and 3% in 2027. It also contained a $5,000 contract ratification bonus and improved benefits in pensions and 401k plans. The union seemingly got what it wanted when Pratt Whitney returned to the table. The agreement, supported by 74% of voting members from Local 700 and 1746 of the IAM, will keep work in Connecticut through at least May 2029. The new contract includes a 6% wage increase in the first year, followed by annual raises of 3.5% in 2026 and 3% in both 2027 and 28. Retirement benefits were improved, and a $5,000 ratification bonus was thrown in for good measure. After these messages, Arizona sees 104th flight for all-electric Bristell B23 Energic.
The legendary BD4C program is building an exciting future for those who want a rugged 4-seat family flyer with a proven history. The SureWings program produces a complete kit and builder assist program that gives you everything you need to be flying a BD4CS in record time. For conventional kit builders, BD Aviation has parts, partial kits, and full kits for the 190-mile-per-hour BD4C that has logged thousands of hours. Visit SureWings.com and BDAviation.com for more details.
Welcome back. Arizona sees 104th flight for all-electric Bristell B23 Energic. H55, Swiss-based developer of electric aircraft, announced the conclusion of the Arizona segment of its Across USA tour for its Bristell B23 Energic aircraft, with the 104th landing up to this point. This was the third stop of its planned 8-stop tour across the states to demonstrate its electric aircraft is past just being a vision, but is a viable and operational commercial product ready for deployment. Arizona holds a special place for H55 in that its parent, the solar-powered electric Solar Impulse, stopped at Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport during its Across America mission, and 3 years later made a stop during its around-the-world flight. During this American tour, the aircraft visited Mesa Falcon Field and Scottsdale Airport, conducting 20 total flights with 17 CFIs and 4 flight school operators on board. In the local community, the company also engaged with 25 flight schools, Arizona State University, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Arizona Pilots Association, Women in Aviation, Top Aces, Kids in Aviation, and Valley of the Sun Electric Vehicle Association. Gregory Blatt, H55 co-founder and Across USA Tour Mission Director, said, quote, "Crossing our 104th U.S. landing in Arizona is more than just a milestone. It's a testament to how far electric aviation has come," end quote. And that's our show for today. You can catch episodes of Airborne on YouTube, Roku, or Fire TV. Just search for Aero-News or Airborne. And don't forget to follow us on social media. Thanks for watching.